We're back with another trend video. Today we're talking all about the spring 2023 trends that I'm loving right now. I actually wasn't going to do this video because the general 2023 trend video that I made back in January was just so that's just everything that I'm loving and I know I will be loving for spring and summer and autumn throughout the year, especially the summer months. Now that it's getting a little bit warmer, I just felt like I was just gonna repeat myself by doing this video. However, in the last, I generally think week, I've just seen even more things trickle through across my social medias, and I'm like, these are forming trends. I feel like people are loving them. I want to talk about them. There's obviously majority is new things. There will be a couple things that I touched on in that video, so if you want to check that one out, I definitely recommend doing it. Okay, starting off so strong is Capris. I know I mentioned this in the last trend video and definitely a trend video before that, but they really are here and I'm seeing people talk about it so much. I know some people are really against them and that really confuses me because I think they're so fun and you can get them in different styles, colors, patterns, fabrics, lengths even, baggy, slim, tight to fit your style, your body type, what you feel comfortable in. So I really don't think you should dismiss them if you've kind of been a bit anti-Capris so far. I think they're a really, really fun styling piece and I'm really excited to get in styling them when it gets a bit warmer. But something I did want to note here is I'm absolutely fed up when I see these trend prediction TikToks and Instagram accounts talk about Capris and they use pictures of long shorts. There's a difference. There is a difference. And we can accept both of them. We just don't need to box long shorts into Capris. I'm like, how is this a Capri? That's just a long short and it kind of pisses me off. Anyway, the second thing on this list is long baggy shorts because they do deserve to be here. I think they're great. I think they're so fun. Again, spoken about this on the channel before with trend videos. I think they're fantastic and I think on their own they're great. Let's just please separate them from Capris. I don't know why, it just kind of irks me a little bit. Next up is one of my personal favorites and that's big studs on clothes and accessories. I've been seeing this in tiny trickles and I'm just so into it. I think it looks incredible. The best way I've seen it is on bags and belts, I think. Studs on belts are always gonna look good. I have one myself that's vintage diesel that I got from the vintage shop here in London called Nude Lagoon. It is my favorite belt ever and I think just the flatness of it with the studs is just fantastic, and to me they just fit so well into the whole category of indie sleeves, which I'm going to talk about at the end of this video. But you know, there's all these themes coming around in little mini trends, big trends making little trends. You know, guys, you know I'm not good with words, I just say things, I don't know. Mesh flowy skirts, I've been so into this. I feel like everyone's having a whole moment with sheer. Lace has become really big, you know, it makes sense. And I think when these mesh flowy skirts have a really nice fall to them, maybe it's an asymmetric hemline that's making that possible, maybe there's even subtle pleats within the skirt, something going on which just adds this really lovely movement. I've been seeing it so much, and for me personally this is one of my favorite trends that I'm already wearing for spring, and that's because of my knee-high skirt. It's this black one, this whole layered thing going on at the top that just makes the skirt fall so perfectly. And this picture in particular, because of this one picture, I keep seeing baby pink and I'm obsessed and I'm here for it, and it makes sense. Spring really brings out these gorgeous dainty color palettes. I've been absolutely obsessed with all sorts of shades of baby pink in different areas in your outfit, tiny details, and not even block baby pink colors, tiny accents as well. I've just been really drawn to this color and the way that it complements other colors. And it was this show, I can't remember the name, but it will be on screen. This particular piece just really reminded me of my favorite bag right now, which is the Peachy Den Mimi bag, and I have it in the navy colorway, and the way that navy and baby pink work together is just a dream. I think it's stunning, and I'm just really obsessed with the way that it looks right now, and just seeing it in this form as well. I'm just I'm so here for all the baby pink accents, big or small. Popper details on clothes. I keep seeing a few brands do it, I think even some fast fashion brands too. And I was I'm really into the way that they're kind of doing it, where it's all half unbuttoned, a bit slouchy, a bit off the shoulder almost. And I keep seeing other people do it, 19 Monka, she has definitely a thrifted version of this, and it looks so good. And then there was this picture that I've had on my Pinterest for years and years, and I can see the inspiration that some new brands are taking from this piece, and I just think it's great. And I keep seeing people with that sort of detailed on tops, and I just think it's a really nice subtle detail. Chunky silver bracelets. Clearly I'm into this trend, look at me go. I'm just suddenly getting into bracelets, I really don't know why, and I really wanna, well, that's actually a lie, I'm seeing cool people wearing them and I'm like, I want to wear bracelets, and particularly really chunky silver ones. I want them to jingle when I walk down the street. I want them to get in the way of my like jackets and just be like a whole confused mess. Dark denim, another thing that I think maybe I've even spoken about this in previous trend videos. I feel like denim for me personally is always going to be in trend and something worth having in your wardrobe, but particularly this lovely like dark rich indigo denim color, and I just think it's stunning. I think it's so flattering. I'm just obsessed with it. And within that category, double denim, but for me personally I think double denim looks the best when it's the darkest shade possible of denim, or like really rich colors. I'm not really into like the pale baby blue double denim, that's just a personal preference, and I feel like I've been seeing loads of people do the double denim in these darker shades. Maybe they're even in grey as well. I think Diesel did that in their latest runway, and my friend Tia, she does it as well. When you just have a baggy oversized denim jacket and the baggy jeans, you cannot go wrong. Tutus, I've spoken about this before. I said it in my other trend video, and I feel like nobody was talking about it in the comments. Nobody was going like, yes Susie, I'm on board with that. So I'm like, what is going on guys? Like, why is everybody silent on the tutus? And I also was gonna maybe leave it for my like summer trends I love, because I feel like it's gonna really have its moment in festival season, party season, and I think you can just get away with more things like that in the summer. But I am seeing loads of people wear them, and I think tutus don't have to always be this huge like almost costume like piece for your wardrobe. They can be a lot more like softened down, and they can be layered and worn like really effortlessly for like an everyday look. You can get shorter ones, longer ones. Fake fur coats, and I write fake there because I am sick of the comments on my last trend video, and I think it just proves, because that video got some like views from non-subscribers, right? And I think it just proves like the people writing these comments like about anti-fur and saying that I'm like really awful for like saying that fur coats are trendy are clearly not subscribers, because not once in that video did I say anything about wearing real fur or saying it's good or it's like worth it for the trend. And I also did say thrifted secondhand fur, and the fur coat that I have is from Jackie, which is a sustainable brand. It is not real fur. I do not promote that. I don't even eat meat for the exact same reason, so why the hell would I be pro real fur? And that just like irked me so much, because these people were getting so pressed, and I was like, I never uttered the words. I think I even said stuff to show that I like wouldn't be pro real fur. Anyway, if you do find a coat that you love and it happens to be real fur but it's secondhand, personally I support people that want to do that, because the animal has already suffered, the damage has already been done, the piece exists, and I think it's better to give it even more life and more love and make it even more worth it by like wearing it than just letting it sit in a shop, in a warehouse, in landfill, etc. That's just my personal opinion. Some people may differ from that, but yeah, I am definitely anti-fur and I don't support new fur. And I always think if you want to get a fur coat, it's better to go the non-fur way, and then if a last resort you find your dream piece and it happens to be secondhand vintage fur, cool, you do you. Anyway, side note, I feel like I'm loving two different types of the fake fur coats, and the first one is like the really long ones. They're typically done in these amazing like dark colors. My one is like a honey brown. I'm really into that shade, and it was this TikTok that I was like, yep, it's confirmed it for me that these two styles are like the perfect way to do these fake fur coats. And the other one is the cropped version, and it's in white, maybe it's got some grey details, and I have been obsessed with Jackie's version of this for so long. They are just like slightly expensive, and I got my one on sale, and there's no sale right now, so I was like, I actually cannot justify it. But I would absolutely love to get a similar version secondhand. That's my goal. I'm on the lookout. I keep going vintage shopping, and sadly nothing has come about just yet, but I would absolutely love to get this crop version. I just think they're great. They're such a good staple for your wardrobe, and I think you can definitely still wear them in spring. Sequin tops. I keep saying this, and I think I actually spoke about it in my last trend video, I can't remember. But every single type of sequin top I'm so here for. Topshop used to do these sequin ones and I keep seeing people show them on like TikTok, etc. Like I know they exist out there in the ether, and I like search every few days on Vinted for the old Topshop sequin tops that are like sleeveless, because I just think they're so great, and there's something so nostalgic about it as well, which I think is why fashion is so fun, and the way that these trends like keep coming back. It's just so funny to see this stuff that we would never want to wear a few years ago like come back in, and we're so obsessed. Anyway, and I just really see sequin tops like that. Like I would never have wanted to wear a sequin top like this a few years ago, and now I'm literally just like so in love with that thing. It's just so fun. Athletic attire. We need to have a whole moment for this because there's just so much within this whole umbrella category that everyone is obsessed with right now. Firstly, being football tops, I feel like they're really in. They've been in for so long. I think they were in even like last summer. It's been here, but I think it's just like coming back even stronger. And just sporty clothes in general. Like everyone's been loving track jackets, Adidas zip-ups. Like the Adidas vintage zip-ups are one of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe, and I have just done a massive vintage splurging spree when I was away across Europe this past weekend, and I got some more. Like I'm so obsessed with track jackets. I think they're just like such a good staple for your wardrobe, and I've been seeing so many different brands take inspiration from the whole athleisure wear, from like tiny little details on the clothes to like bigger details through the silhouettes. Like Peachy Dem, they've just come out with their Glory Days collection, which is completely football inspired. It's fantastic. They did a football scarf as well. Like that to me just proves like if a brand like Peachy are like doing a whole collection based around this, like she is a trend and she is here to stay, and I'm so into it. And just the general like number tops I'm so into. I think they're still great. I think I was even speaking about this like last summer. I'm so into it. I just bought a new one the other day myself. And also within that, like the mesh, the sporty mesh skirts with the printed numbers on them, so cool. I still love them. And there was this one that Vivi Wang sold on her Depop that I was so obsessed with. Also within the whole athletic trend, however you want to call it, sporty category is of course Sporty Shoes. They're still here to stay. Some people hate boxing boots, but we all know how I feel about them, and I think all of you feel probably and hopefully the same. I just think they're so great. We've been seeing it also in the sporty kitten heels. They're still here to stay, and I think even more the whole ugly sporty shoe has just risen. Like before, I think not everybody was really on board with them, and I think now they're just so great, especially when they're, you know, they've got some color on them, there's a bit of metallic going on, you know, all these funky details, and I just think they're great. And I think they've really just like taken over the space right now. And same with other sporty accessories with like bags. So here for it. I'm really here for this whole sporty aesthetic. Halter necklines. I keep seeing it. I think they're great. Clearly I'm into it myself. I keep seeing it in all different forms, like this, you know, like a very like classic one, or more like high neck tails to neck versions. Like Susa Musa have a gorgeous like black top in this silhouette. I'm just really obsessed with how they look. I've always thought they are like the most flattering silhouette as a top, and I stand by that, and I think they're just great, and I keep seeing them around. And within this, and leading on to our next category, is a specific piece that I saw Ruby Lynn wear, and it's from Park, this like New York based brand, and it's this halter neck top which has this gorgeous like ribbon detailing on it, and I was like, that is a vibe. So this is obviously a category in itself. Then I saw the IMG address that everyone's been kind of wearing, and I was like, yeah, ribbon across clothing in this way, she's here. It also really reminds me in a slight way of the whole like mirror palais stuff. So iconic, so classic. Everybody like recognizes these pieces, and it's very similar in a way if you think about it. And I specifically love the Park tops. Fabric roses elsewhere. I say elsewhere because, you know, obviously they're still going to be on the neck, but I'm like, do I even bother saying that in this video? No, because I've said rose choker details in too many videos. You all get it, you already know. Like I'm sure there's a couple other things like the rose chokers that are kind of like an obvious that I'm not going to say in this video. Anyway, wearing them across your outfit in different ways, specifically as like belts or around your waist. My friend Clemmy, she did it in a gorgeous way with like this big belt. I loved it. Wearing it on your leg, your arm, having fun with it on your bag, etc. Dresses over trousers, the whole skirts over trousers. Again, I'm not even going to say because I feel like we all get it now. Like it's here, she's here to stay. But the dresses over trousers, I just keep seeing people do it. And I think it looks incredible when they're really long maxi dresses and you have like a slim cut trouser. Maybe it's like a suit trouser or something, and maybe you have a kitten heel or a boot at the bottom. I just think they look so good. And I think I've specifically been seeing people wear it when the dresses are in like a sheer fabric. You can really see the trousers underneath. They're great, and I absolutely love this trend. Metallic. I don't know how I feel about it. No, I do like it, but I think I kind of saw this coming back maybe sometime in 2022. Then I was like, I don't really like metallic, I don't want to talk about it, but now I just keep seeing it and it's really grown on me. And it was this particular collection by this new brand that I found that am I gonna say this name right? No. And my friend posted this collection on her Instagram, London Lookbook, and they've done this whole metallic athleisurewear inspired collection, and everyone seems to be talking about it, and it's just stunning. And it just made me think, oh my god, metallics and golds and silvers are gonna be in. And this picture on my Pinterest I've saved for so long that I love. There's like this bag. I think even metallic bikinis is just such an easy way to like get into this trend, and it's probably how like I will want to maybe do it in the summer. And I know obviously bikini is not really spring, but I thought I'd maybe include it in here anyway. Especially the whole metallic shoe. Obviously we all know about the Onitsuka Tiger silver trainers, they're really in. Nike did a couple that I've been seeing people wear, even like secondhand vintage like silver shoes. People have been loving them. Lace. I wasn't really going to talk about lace because I'm like, again, it's a given, like she's obviously here. But I wanted to talk about lace in slightly different ways. We've seen it in the typical midi skirts and the typical dresses as pioneered kind of like by Bella Venice and Susa Musa. And especially with the top forms, like very typical like lingerie silhouettes with the cami straps. But I keep seeing girls wear lace in slightly different top silhouettes, such as like wrap tops and like short sleeve tops or long sleeve tops. And my friend Jen really comes to mind when I think of this. Like she has been posting these slay pics of her in this like style of like top, and it just looks so good. And then Remass are coming out with a similar silhouette as well, and they have like a ribbon detail which is stunning. And yeah, I just feel like that sort of style, I don't even know what you'd call that sort of style. I guess it is a bit like a wrap top in lace is just lovely. And yeah, I think lace is she's still here to stay. With saying that, lace printed clothes. I work for a vintage brand called Vendimia, and we have like, I think it's Dior, and it's like this printed lace graphic tee, and I was like, that is kind of cool. And then I was speaking to my friend Ruby about stuff, about trends right now, and she was talking about printed lace, and I was like, she shall have her moment. Just you wait. And I think we're into it, you know? Lace is big, why not print it instead of wear it? And from one sweaty gal to hopefully another, lace gets sweaty for me and it gets smelly, and I try and avoid wearing lace and like mesh as much as possible for like a full day. So having the look of lace but not the sweat issue is a yes for me. Multiple strap shoes. Personally, this is one that I'm not gonna be partaking in. It's just not my style, I don't think. Again, I'll do some research on what brand this is because I actually do just want to know. I keep seeing them around, but not just this brand, like other, I think like the Kiko collab had like some straps going on, and I just keep seeing it. I think it's a really cute detail. Very feminine and very like ballet inspired. Lace up trousers. I feel like I keep hearing little things here and there about people saying about Western coming back in, and like, you know, very like 70s inspired with the denim and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait to see that one. Give me the proof, like, I don't know. But the lace-up trousers in general I'm really, really into, whether it's like going straight down the leg or it's going across the top. Like I went vintage sourcing this weekend and we found the most incredible pair of denim flares, and they had like all of the like the crisscross lace up at the top. Like it was like separate. I'm gonna do a drawing because I can't, and I didn't take a picture because I'm stupid. When I saw that I was like, she's confirmed it for me. And my friend Ruby got these incredible like very 90s club wear shimmery ones, and they just look incredible, and I just really see them having their moment this spring. Charms on bags. Again, this is something that I spoke about in my last trend video, but I want to bring it up again because I keep seeing people do it, and I think it is just so fun, and it's a really good way of like using your knickknacks and using your brooches or your old badges or earrings or necklaces and just like tying things in innovative ways and attaching anything that doesn't typically belong as like a key ring onto your bag. And I just think it's a lot of fun, you know. And if you're wearing a bit of a boring outfit in the cold weather, she adds something, doesn't she? And I also keep seeing people just like wear key rings in different ways. Like my friend Gloria was wearing this Holly's World Web keyring as like a brooch, and I just thought that was phenomenal. I just feel very inspired by that at the moment. Okay, the next one is Siren core. I really wish I could do this little trend justice because I feel like she's still, it's like, how can we really wear this, babe? Like, other than being on the beach, like, how can you realistically wear this? But I think I'll probably speak about it again in my summer trends video and hopefully have a little bit more of like a thought process and like evidence of it being a thing worth talking about. But I was seeing it on my TikTok, that's where it originated from, and I think even just like little influencers such as the Ariel film coming out so soon, it just playing into everyone's interest in like mermaids and sirens, and then I kept seeing all of these Pirates of the Caribbean siren clips come off my TikTok, and I think it's such a gorgeous aesthetics and playing around with like really sheer fabrics, iridescent fabrics, metallics as well. And I've been seeing this on my TikTok with people doing it with their makeup, such as like an iridescent eye look, a really subtle glittery eye. I think they look stunning and it really makes me want to do something like that. And then my friend Charlotte was doing this like gold glittery lip, which I thought was phenomenal, and it just confirmed to me that this trend is like gonna be here for spring, maybe more summer, but I really wanted to talk about it now and get anyone else's thoughts in the comments down below. Okay, leopard and tiger print. I really love it, especially the tiger print. I feel like I've been seeing both prints equally and I just think they're fab and they're really having their moment. And in skirts and tights and trousers, I just think they're really fun. And with the leopard and tiger print, I really see it falling into the category of indie sleaze. I kind of was going to talk about indie sleaze, but then I generally don't think it's become as big by now as I really thought it would. I feel like maybe it's a bit more of like an autumn thing that's going to happen. Like by then people are going to like figure out how they maybe want to wear it and that type of thing. I don't know. Anyway, I thought I would sort of like try and talk about it as like a bit more of like a boho indie sleaze fusion sort of core. I just put core at the end because like, what else can we say at this point? I feel like everyone just calls everything core. Anyway, it was these TikToks by this account that I follow that really got me into this, and I can really see it being a trend this year, and I thought I may as well include it in this video just to like say it now and maybe get you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I think she's really cool. It's basically just massive maximalism, isn't it? And like lots of chaotic layered belts and like bracelets and layers and textures going on and patterns, and I really see people wearing it this spring a little bit. I see it maybe working more of like an autumn trend because of the colour palette, but I thought I would include it here. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below as always. You guys always give like the best thoughts in the comments, especially of these trend videos, and I really want to hear what you're loving for spring. Tell me if you disagree, if you agree, you want to add on anything. Like, I generally love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe and follow me on my social media if you don't already, and I will see you in my next video.